Welcome back to Scorecard here on Citi TV. For us here at Citi TV, it was a road show. It was an absolutely lovely time. Big shout outs to the people at Plus 233, the Jazz Bar and Grill inside Northridge. Big shout outs to everybody who also made the trip to join us to watch the game and also to enjoy the atmosphere. In the end, it was a 1-1 draw. We'll talk about that game a little later. Coach Christopher Nimley, Edwin Kwakofi, my good friends in the studio. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
We watched that Liverpool-Man City game today. It was a really good game. We'll get to that in a bit, but the All-African Games has been happening. Before I even engage you on anything to do with the games itself, let's get into some of the highlights from what's been happening. Abeku Jackson was in action for Team Ghana. Let's check out exactly what he did. He came out with a silver medal in the 50-meter final. So Abeku Jackson, after so much preparation, he really has been the star of Ghana swimming in about the last decade or so. This is his crowning moment, really. Swimming, he picks up a silver medal, Ghana's first ever medal in swimming as far as the African Games is concerned. Edwin, big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. As you said, we know the talent Abeku Jackson has. He's probably our best swimmer at the moment. He makes us proud at these international tournaments. Even when he doesn't win, even when he doesn't get to the final, you can tell the effort he's putting in and the preparation he goes through before every tournament. But then again, we go back to the help he gets. How much help does he get from the authorities, the federation? I remember a few years ago, he came with other teammates on the breakfast show asking for funds. We've not heard from them in a while because I'm sure they've given up.
There was Ophelia Swain in there. I'm sure Ophelia Swain is doing a 9 to 5 somewhere.
We don't hear of them anymore because they probably have given up. They know that help is not coming. Once you give them the help they need, once they have the preparation before the tournament, obviously they are going to perform more, as we've seen.
Not to even cut you, but Abeku Jackson actually has been away for 6 months in Russia. I mean, he just literally came down to come and compete at the All-African Games. And the Russia trip, the 6 months, is not being funded by the state. It's being funded by his parents and probably any bit of sponsors or sponsorships that they themselves can rake in. And so it just tells you how much effort you need to put in to be able to get the results you're talking
Exactly,
about.
and it's very regrettable. But if you look at the talent, the swimming talent we have in the country, we recently organized the National Swim Championships. And when you see the young swimmers, how fast they are in the water, how good they are. And if they get the right preparation, the right help, obviously they are going to make Ghana proud. I think it's one discipline that we need to put a little more effort into because there are so many good swimmers out there that we need to unearth.
Yeah, Harry Stacey did really well as well. He competed. He didn't win a medal, but he at least came through with the 5th place. I'm sure he'll probably do better in upcoming events. Winifred Intumi also did some good work in the women's 49 kg snatch. She picked up a silver medal in that one. She picked up 2 silver medals actually and 1 gold medal. If we can have Winifred on our screens there, I think we have the footage from the All-African Games there on your screens. So there she is in your shot. Now, ironically, she picked up Ghana's first 3 medals in the Rabat Games in 2019. So she obviously is one of those athletes that if you are a serious country, you should be putting resource behind her because she's a proven medal winner and she's obviously elite in her discipline. And so we should be doing more to help athletes of this nature. Just snap us and then I'll go to coach before you go.
Well, exactly, consistency. And once an athlete is this consistent, keeps winning medals, keeps performing well, you put a lot of resources into it. She won the 45 kg. She got a silver medal in the 49 kg. This is an athlete who knows what she wants, who knows how to get what she wants. And she's a proven winner. So all we need to do is support her, get her into as many competitions as possible, get her into as many test trials to ensure that she builds up confidence. Because these tournaments, you don't just go in and win them. You need to prepare against the very best. So once you go to various tournaments, compete against the best around the world, you get better. And in future, you might see her winning 3, 4, 5 gold medals for Ghana at these tournaments.
Coach, snap thoughts on
Nketia, have you ever seen or heard an American athlete or somebody who is representing an American in need before? No. Somebody who is representing the country America. Have you ever seen them in need before? Russia, Germany, England, Spain, even come to Africa, Egypt, Nigeria. Have you ever seen or heard a Nigerian athlete not being given what he or she deserves, at least to get them to compete in the name of the country?
And I like how you're bringing up these examples, because I was up and close with Africa's #1 table tennis player, Aruna. He lost in the final to Egypt, but you could tell that, I mean, he lost because his opponent was simply just better on the day. And the Nigerians themselves admitted that they had given him everything he needed. In fact, he's employed by the police service of Nigeria, but he does not work as a policeman. He's only a policeman by by documentation.
By documentation, so that at the end of the month,
he gets a salary. What happens is that he's in some sort of training camp all the time. He's consistently working on his craft, traveling the world. I mean, getting test games and stuff like that. That's how you treat.
You see?
And Haruna has won everything there is to win as far as table tennis is concerned, except the All-African Games. That was what he was looking for, and then he just simply fell short. They know that we did everything for you, but it's just a matter of
we met
a superior opponent.
Why would such a person be motivated to compete for their country?
It's as simple as that. And so for me, when I look and hear the sort of figures that we are throwing out there in terms of cash, but which country would spend close to $200 million and not find a percentage of that money?
Coach, I'm telling you that we wouldn't have needed 1 million to train our athletes.
Of course,
we would not have required that much. We wouldn't have required $1 million.
I can't believe this. How can you build infrastructure, get all the logistics needed, and not provide a proper training regime for your athletes?
From what I've been observing, right, it looks like the individual disciplines have had to provide their own logistics from their own federations to compete.
I watched on X a Ghanaian, I don't know whether it's the site.
So there's the national cycling champion.
They sat at the back of
those were the badminton players.
Pickup.
Yeah. Look, they have to be transported in a coach's pickup.
Anybody in charge of that, whoever is in charge of that, will have to come up to explain why that happened.
Yeah.
Because we've been told that we've rented over 300 vehicles.
Yep.
At the end of the day, our athletes, those who are representing
the host nation,
are sitting in the pickup, at the back of a pickup of their head coach. I couldn't believe that. I said, look, when we sit here and we speak, nobody loves and cares about this country.
They say you should report only positive stuff.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You spend close to $200 million, and when such things are happening, we're supposed to keep quiet.
Let me just give you another instance. So the national cycling champion had to withdraw from today's race because his bicycle was not in the best shape. Now, ideally, the LOC is supposed to provide the cyclists with bicycles so they can practice, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
But it looks like our cyclists ended up using their own monies to purchase bicycles. And some of the bicycles were simply just not up to standard. Now, that same situation, they had a situation with their ambulance where there was no ambulance. So to be able to like cater for the race and whatnot. When they finally secured an ambulance, there was no fuel. So apparently it took an order from above, like we like to say in this side of town, to get the fuel to be put in the ambulance for the race to start. So the race started at least an hour and 30 minutes later than the originally slated time.
Do you know the greatest harm you can do to yourself?
Tell me.
It's for you to embarrass your own self. Not an outsider looking down on you. But your own actions or inactions is embarrassing and bringing you disgrace that is beyond measure. We are virtually disgracing ourselves.
Yeah. Not
Like I'm saying
not
that.
forgetting the 20-minute blackout at the Cape Coast Stadium during the Princesses and the Ethiopia game.
Look, people don't care. For me, I am encouraging these athletes for the fact that we are hosting it.
Yeah.
Everybody, please,
Put in your best.
for the sake of this country, just put in your best.
For your own self,
For your own self.
Yeah.
Look at what you said about the guy who swims.
Abeku, yeah.
The parent virtually took him
So
to Russia.
I'm actually hearing that he's actually moved from Ghana to go to school in Russia, and
then
he's
that
getting
is-
his training
and
over
we've-
there. And
we've
he came down with a personal trainer,
All at his own
cost. Yeah.
Look, people have to be sacked. People have to be made to explain. The local organizing committee, what were you organizing? Volleyball. No net.
They had to sit and wait for over an hour for them to be fixing the net. Why are you fixing the net on the day the games are starting?
Wow. Look, for me, the young lady who won gold, silver
Yeah.
in the weightlifting.
Winifred into me. Yeah.
Look, I salute her. She's got a story to tell. But maybe because she's ended up winning these medals, she wouldn't speak. But we need them to speak. Because going forward, you see, at the end of these games, this is not the last edition of this game. There's another one. There will be another one. We need to correct these things before we make any attempt of competing in the next game.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting and hoping that we will accumulate as many gold medals as possible. Many medals, because as host nation, we just cannot be seen not doing well. Not doing well. Please.
So far, it's not been great. It's not been great.
You see, I remember there was a program on Sports Panel where I cautioned, I hope our athletes, our sportsmen are being given whatever they deserve to train. Because we are hosting all. We cannot disgrace ourselves.
And they said they were giving them a 4-star treatment.
4-star treatment. You call this a 4-star treatment? Mr. Minister, those were your words. When he visited
them IUCC.
You call this 4-star? We don't have our cyclists don't have a bicycle to go and compete. Jesus Christ. This is too embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. It's really been bad. Like,
wow.
I don't know. We will be positive. Like Coach Riley said, we encourage all the athletes also competing to go out there and do their best. You are doing it for yourself, really. It will propel you. You never know who's watching.
Of course.
It's
for God, family, and country. Remember that when you mount the stage in the national colors, as you stand there, you're representing your family for God and for this country. Please, we know you guys have been frustrated. We know that the things that should be given to you, like all the other countries are doing, that is not what is being given to you. But if you can go out there and die a little, like we've seen some of your colleagues do, get us the medal.
Yeah.
Just go there and get us those medals. At the end of this competition, we'll come back and speak. For me, I've told you, look, we are waiting. Now I'm speaking on behalf of Save Ghana Football. Now it's not going to be Save Ghana Football.
Save Ghana Sports.
We'll have to go Save Ghana Sport.
Yeah.
And that is going to be nationwide. They don't want to push us. They don't want us to get back onto the street. But from the way things are going, we may have no option whatsoever than to get. And I'm hearing, you see the FA people, they are now pulling. They don't want to have the meeting. Let's continue. I don't want to give too much.